Good afternoon, everyone. Hope everyone's having a great Sunday. In today's video, though, we are going to be talking about the calm before the storm. We have some storms possible today, but we also have a big cool down making its way throughout most of the central and eastern half of the United States. We're also going to have more heat waves imminent for most of the central and eastern United States. That'll be going throughout next week, and again a new system that's going to be going throughout most of the central U.S., bringing possibly some more severe weather for technically this week. Now we're looking at today's severe weather forecast, today's severe weather outlook. As you can see, we have a slight risk for severe thunderstorms. We talked about this in yesterday's video, but we do have another slight risk for severe weather once again today, and this is going to be mainly for tornadoes, winds, and hail. All hazards could be possible today here, but again, generally in that marginal and slight risk, that we could be expecting severe weather here possible today. So as you can see, we do have a 5% chance for tornadoes up there in Maine. You don't usually see that big of a tornado risk up there in Maine, so make sure you do stay weather aware if you do live anywhere in Maine, or even that 2% risk of tornadoes up there and down there. This is from kind of a little bit of a tropical system, possibly. It's just kind of a system that spun up in the Gulf of Mexico, bringing a 2% risk of tornadoes down here. So watch out for those. Any storms that come on shore could be capable of producing tornadoes. They may be rotating as well. So here's the wind risk. We do have generally a 15% chance here for 60-mile-per-hour winds within those storms. And also for hail, we also have a chance for hail up there, up to quarter-sized hail. Could be possible within some storms today, so again, just stay weather aware and stay tuned to watches and warnings. Now for tomorrow's outlook, we have another chance for severe weather. You can't forget, we're still in severe weather season. We're not in hurricane season just yet here, but we're kind of transitioning a little bit into hurricane season. We're just not there yet. We're still in severe weather season. This is going to continue throughout this summer. As you can see, we do have a chance for severe weather tomorrow. This was originally a marginal risk we discussed in yesterday's video, but like I said, it was going to be upgraded in future outlooks. So in fact, we have another chance for severe weather tomorrow down there in Texas. Let's look at the tornado risk, which you do have a large 2% area of tornadoes tomorrow across Texas and New Mexico. For the wind risk, we do have a 15% chance for 60-mile-per-hour winds within those storms. And for hail, we have another 15% chance here for, again, upwards of quarter-sized hail, or possibly larger. I mean, this is Texas. You could definitely see a much larger hail than quarter size, especially with this 15% chance. And here we go again. Another chance for severe weather is possible here for Tuesday across portions just to the south of Dallas there. A little slight risk in effect. So I can stay weather aware for both days, for tomorrow, Monday, and also Tuesday. There's severe weather that could be possible, but no really significant weather is expected. And here we go. We have another chance for severe weather as well for Wednesday across Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi. So we'll take a look at that later on. That's a little bit far out for Wednesday, so maybe like Monday or Tuesday we may take a deeper look at this severe risk. But let's look at the future radar today, since we do have a 5% chance for tornadoes. All right, here is the future radar for today. We're looking at the HRRR model here. This is 3 p.m. Central Daylight Time, so add an hour onto that time up there at the top of the screen. You can see it right over here where my mouse is. That's the time of each hour we're going to be going through this future radar here. So just add an hour if you are in the Eastern time. Let's go ahead and move forward though. Throughout 4 p.m. or so, we do have some storms across New York, Pennsylvania, Virginia's as well, and Maryland. Just some general storms. They're not really looking much severe or anything, but we do have some cells that generally form up here in northern Maine. Also in central Maine, a little storm is possible there, but I'm not overall seeing anything widespread over there in Maine. And those just continue eastward here throughout the evening hours as we head through 8 p.m. or technically 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And then as we head forward, those generally dissipate as you head throughout 10 p.m. So it's not going to be a long event or anything. It's not going to be lasting throughout the overnight hours, but definitely some strong storms are possible across the marginal risk and especially the slight risk for severe weather. Here's the CONUS. So the entire U.S., as you can see, we're going to be moving forward this afternoon, where we do have kind of a line of storms that do move onto shore around this time. Actually, when I'm creating this video, we do have some storms going onto shore on the Panhandle of Florida. They are going to be possibly a tornado cannot be ruled out. But I do think they're mainly going to be just some strong storms moving on shore there. Definitely a lot of rainfall from those. And again, some storms across that marginal risk, a little bit of snow, but overall, most of the action is going to be across the East Coast for today. Now, this is the Climate Prediction Center outlook for the next 6 to 10 days. As you can see, we are going to be expecting in 6 to 10 days here. We are going to be expecting some very above average temperatures. Like I said, we're going to be expecting more heat waves ahead for this area across most of the eastern half of the U.S. We are going to be seeing a break from the heat starting today and then going throughout for the next couple of days. But once again, we're going to be seeing some hot temperatures across the eastern half of the U.S., while the northwestern U.S., of course, does see those cooler temperatures. Even if we go throughout the next 8 to 14 days from now, we are still going to be seeing above average temperatures across the eastern half of the U.S., still some below average temperatures across the northwestern half of the U.S. And this is generally going to be bringing some severe weather possible across the plains, the central plains, and definitely quite the setups could be possible across this general vicinity, as we do have those cooler temperatures up northwest, and also generally a lot of warm temperatures to the east. Is going to be a perfect area for some severe weather setups here happening throughout the next 2 weeks or so. Now, precipitation wise for the next for the future 8 to 14 days, we are going to be seeing the Climate Prediction Center is expecting more above average precipitation, again because of that kind of cooler setup and warmer setup. We are going to be seeing some more precipitation, more storms ahead for the central United States. So let's see how long this cool down will last for most of the United States, and see when the heat wave will kick in. All right, time of day is going to be at the top right corner now. As you can see, we're going to be looking at today. Again, that cool down is still making its way across most of the United States throughout today and even tomorrow, where again, more cooler temperatures ahead. You can see upwards of 40, belows of 40s over here in the central United States, the central plains. So definitely some very cooler temperatures ahead, especially for nearing late May. We're seeing 40s in Nebraska, South Dakota, and possibly northern Kansas. Very cool temperatures, especially for May here. I wouldn't be surprised if this was in April or March, but I am definitely surprised that we're seeing 40s here in South Dakota, Nebraska, and Kansas in near late May. We're almost into June. We're trying to get to summer here. So we were seeing summer, but now we're kind of seeing early spring-ish temperatures. So let's see how long this cool down lasts. And this is Tuesday, so we're going towards Tuesday now. Now, as you can see, this cool down does shrink a little bit, but still ongoing for most of the central plains. And look at that, it's just a little bit of a vertical blob. Around late Wednesday now, we are seeing some much warmer temperatures here for Thursday across the western United States. Let's move forward here. That cool down moves eastward substantially for Thursday. Now, as we head to Friday, looks like the cool down moves a lot more eastward. We're getting another heat wave here moving into the central plains around Friday. And then we head into next Saturday, which we do get, again, another above average temperature. So this may feel like more of average temperatures, since I'm not seeing many deep reds here. So I don't think this will be anything like a heat wave, but definitely, I think as we head into next week, again, this will be around heading into June, I think we are going to be seeing a setup for severe weather possible, especially for this week. I think we could see a few setups for severe weather, but for the next week or so, we're going to be seeing a cold front that I think could be bringing some decent severe weather. It's 240 hours out, so we're going to have to watch this closely here as we head into June, as, again, more storms are possible here as we head into early June. I think June could be again active for severe weather. If you did enjoy the forecast video, you want more daily forecast videos like this, just subscribe to the channel with notifications. You won't miss a single upload or live stream. It just generally supports the channel as well. So it's a win-win situation. Get informed and you also help the channel out. Also, again, like this video will help generally get information out, and also it takes less than a second. It's pretty easy to hit that like button. Also, share this video with any friends or family that may enjoy these types of daily forecast videos, or may generally want weather information that may be reliable to them. I do have a very special video coming out tomorrow. It's a pretty cool video, so you might want to check it out for tomorrow. It's coming out at 12 p.m. Central Daylight Time, but I will have also a daily weather forecast video out later in the afternoon. So 2 videos tomorrow. Stay tuned for those. But as always, I'll see you in the next one, and stay safe.